We are heading out on a walk of wonder and contemplation to the Cathedral Caves, which hide away on New Zealand's southern coast in the Catlins. They are reported to be one of the world's largest sea cave complexes. This walk was a time of wonder and disaster. Keep watching the emotions I experience today as I end up drowning my drone. Good morning, this is Dudley Moore from Remote Places, New Zealand. First, we see an abridged version of our look at the Cathedral Caves. The full video is on our channel titled Cathedral Caves, the Catlins, New Zealand, Walk Series 4. But in this one you will hear of the drone drowning drama we experienced. These special caves have restrictive access through private land, and the gates are only open when the sea tides and conditions make a visit inside them safe and possible. So check their website for opening time on cathedralcaves.co.nz. Pristine is the right description for this experience, especially if you are lucky to be first on the beach. It is like stepping into a new creation. Everything looks natural, and indeed it is. You arrive at the cave entrances after an easy 20-minute stroll through the coastal forest and along the Waipati beach. Now the pictures can do the talking. The drone in question is our DJI Mini 4 Pro. It is up taking our aerial shots, and I've just started an auto landing sequence. As I wait for the drone to return to base, I'm asked a question by a lady on the beach. Briefly, I take my eyes off the drone, which is battling swirling winds to land, to answer her question. I look back up to see where the drone is, still hovering in the turbulent conditions near the top of the cliffs above the caves. Checking the monitor, it says, "Drone has landed, 0 meters." But I can see it above me. So, assuming there has been a problem with the auto landing function, possibly due to the turbulence it is in, I attempt to take over manually and fly it out to sea into clearer air. No response. It just keeps hovering above me, so I continue to attempt to fly it south. Suddenly, a man appeared around the corner and asked, "Why are you so interested in my drone?" I replied, "I'm trying to regain control of my drone." When he produces his controller and shows that he has control of the drone above us. "What? So where is our drone?" I had known that no other drones were about, wrongly as it turned out, so I searched using the screen image of the drone was showing, but it was only when I used the Find My Drone function that it was discovered 200 meters away, upside down in a saltwater puddle. So I think our drone landing happened while answering that lady's question, but I did not see that, and the new drone appeared in my landing flight path, so I assumed it was mine. When I was trying to send it south into clear air, it obeyed and skidded across the sand to the ocean. Hitting the waves, it was carried down the beach and flipped where the waves scoured the sand out, creating the pool of seawater I found it in. Worst possible situation. Small electric motors and electronics do not respond well to salt water and sand. The rotors would only turn with a grinding sound. My immediate thought was, do I rinse it in fresh water or what? So I quickly walked back the 2 k's to the motorhome and drove till I discovered cell reception. And I phoned DJI's New Zealand agent Ferntech in Auckland. Their advice was to courier it to them and it would go to Australia for repairs if it was repairable. But saltwater is often terminal. Here I have to say, Ferntech's support is amazing. I drove 100 k's to Gore and couried it to them. 3 days later I was advised it was unrecoverable and that a brand new one would be available at just 14% of the retail price, despite the loss caused by my incompetence. The replacement drone was delivered 5 days after the drowning. DJI certainly knows how to keep customers. So the amazing Cathedral Caves visit was a huge roller coaster for me. We trust you've enjoyed this stroll with Remote Places New Zealand and that it encourages you to get out and enjoy this wonderful creation we live in. Please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you, Dudley Moore.